What is going on, everyone? We are back in our career with Trey Cash in Madden 17, and it is time to begin season number 2. We're going to be going through the entire preseason in this episode. We're going to be showing you highlights of all 4 games. We'll take a look at the cuts that the team makes. We're playing the Titans, the Packers, the Cowboys, and the Chiefs. So a nice sampling of teams that I think we can test I'm going to say our new offense against. As you take a look at the depth chart, Trey back at quarterback, Bryce Petty and Jeff Toole backing him up. Matt Forte is there, but we now have Alfred Morris, Orleans Darkwa, and we have, who's this, Josh Robinson. But we got 3 very good halfbacks. Then at wide receiver, no more Brandon Marshall. He retired. So we have Eric Decker back from injury, Quincy Enunwa, Devin Smith. Then we have Chantrell Spires, the rookie, and then Dajae Johnson. But really, that's kind of it. We're just going to have those 4 guys, even really those 3 guys. Safarian Jenkins is going to be a huge part of this offense because behind him, really nothing at tight end. So hopefully he can stay healthy. And then the offensive line, Matt Khalil is the newcomer at left tackle, Carpenter the newcomer at left guard. Then we have Mangold at center back, an older guy though, Winters at right guard, and the newcomer Adams at right tackle. So it's been good to see that they've retooled the offensive line a little bit. It needed some work. As you can see, Trey's ratings as we go into the preseason, we have a lot of XP to spend. I'm going to wait and spend it at the end of the preseason. We're sitting on about 16,000 right now, and by the time we get done with the preseason, we should have about 20. So we're going to go on a spending spree to end the episode. So here we go. First preseason game. It's 2nd and 13. We're looking for our first pass, and we're going to find our first completion to Devin Smith. And this is a guy that's going to have to take on a lot this year. He did have a little taste of that last year with all the injuries we had at wide receiver. He ended up getting a lot of playing time the last few weeks of the year, but he's going to have to step up big this year. 3rd and 7, Eric Decker with his first reception as a Jet in a couple of seasons. He missed all of last year with an injury. Now 2nd and 13 from the 39. It's going to be Trey dropping back, looking, and it's going to be a dump down to Zach Line, our new fullback, but he fumbles the ball. And that is going to be Titans ball after that fumble. That is not the way we want to look there in the preseason. Now 1st and 10 as we get the ball back. Still scoreless here. Here's a pass downfield, and it's Devin Smith once again looking very good here so far. And we'll see if we can get a touchdown here in this first preseason game. We only have a couple minutes left. We're only going to play the first quarter of every game. Then they take us out. So here we go. 1st and 10. Trey, the throw. It's going to be Decker once again. The spin move. Not going to get him really anything as he's down at the 11. 7 of 8 for Trey so far in this game. Now 2nd and 3. And it is going to be a throw. And it is going to be a bad throw. And it's Wesley Woodyard with the interception. Didn't see the linebacker sitting in the zone right there, and that is a beautiful play from him as he just steps over, gets the pick, and that is how our first preseason game ends. We end up losing 35-14, so not a good showing from us here in this first game. Taking a look at the numbers, Trey is going to go 7 of 9. Bryce Petty goes 12 of 28. Not a great game for him either, but 59 yards. 77 complete percentage is good, but we threw the interception. Should not have thrown that. Need to see that linebacker sitting there, and that is just not a good play from us. Alfred Morris goes 19 for 83. Matt Forte only had a few carries, only had 4 carries, and then it's going to be Dajae Johnson actually leading everyone with 553. Devin Smith 2 for 22. Spires, the rookie, does get a touchdown, so nice showing there from the rookie. Hopefully he can be very good for us as he does have some speed, so we'll see if he can take advantage of that this year. Now on to week 2. It's a game against the Packers at home. We'll see if we can pick up a win here, and we'll see if we can avoid throwing an interception. 3rd and 5. It's going to be Trey empty backfield, and we are going to scramble to our left here, and I'm going to see a receiver downfield. It's R1. I'm going to go to him here, and it's going to be an interception, as I believe that was Devin Smith we were looking for, but it's Clinton Dix just coming over the top and just manhandling him for the interception. So just like that, it's another pick. Now 1st and 10 as we have the ball back. It is going to be our first pass to Spires, the rookie, as he'll get the first down. Trey 3 of 4 here to start this game. Now 1st and 10. It's going to be Trey looking, and it's going to be Austin Safarian Jenkins across the 50 as he takes this one down to the 36. And now 1st and 10 from the 26. It's Trey throwing it once again as we'll see if we can get in the end zone here in this game. We're just going to dump this one down to Safarian Jenkins once again, and he is going to use his power to stay up as he gets down there for a, well, close to the first down. We do end up getting the first down, so 2nd and goal now. 5 seconds to go in the first quarter, and it's going to be a touchdown. It's Quincy Enunwa getting on the board for the first time for Trey as he receives that touchdown, and we do end up losing again. That's the only score we had in the entire game. We lose 27-7. So not a great start for the Jets. A little bit worried about the defense. Trey goes 8 of 9. Another good game from him. Bryce Petty 8 of 24. let's sure hope Trey never gets hurt, because the Jets will be in trouble if they have to go to Bryce Petty. Morris, not as good of a game this week, only 48 yards on 14 carries. No one has over 2 receptions. Safarian Jenkins has the most yards at 25, and the only touchdown going to go to Quincy Enunwa. So things looking a little shaky through the first 2 weeks of the preseason, but it's still just the preseason, so we got some time to mess with some things, and hopefully things look a little bit better once we get into the regular season. But here we go, game number 3 against the Dallas Cowboys, and Trey looking to play a little bit better. I mean, we've played pretty well, but I want to go a game without an interception, so let's see what we can do here as we get a nice completion there on 3rd down to Quincy Enunwa, now 2nd and 4 from the 34. It's Trey dropping back, looking, and no one's open, so you know what? Let's use our legs. We don't really have any, but we do have enough to get the first down. 7 yards for Trey on his first carry of the game. Now 3rd and 6 from the 8-yard line. Let's see if we can get a touchdown here, as it's going to be Trey in the empty backfield looking to draw somebody off sides. They're not going to do it, but we will get a touchdown as it's Austin Safarian Jenkins. Nice catch there. We throw to the back shoulder to avoid the defender that was sitting right there, and that is going to be a touchdown, first one of the day. As we get the ball back here, the Cowboys did not score, so here is Devin Smith on 1st and 10. Nice move as soon as he catches that one. That helps him get some more yards as Trey 100 already here in his short time playing in this first quarter. Now 2nd and 7, under a minute to go in the quarter before we get taken out. It's play action at Trey looking deep. We have somebody open, and it's going to be Devin Smith. He gets the catch, the defender misses, and that is touchdown number 2. As look at this Jets team looking a little bit better in this one, and we do pick up the win 31-9. So finally looking much better in that game. Trey especially looking good, 9 of 13, 134, 2 touchdowns. Petty even looks a little bit better, but still not a very good efficiency from him. 11 of 22, does get a touchdown though, and no interceptions. And then the running game, Alfred Morris, better game this week, 29 carries for 114 yards. I wish they would handle the running backs better in the preseason, as they only really give it to the backup. No one else really ever comes in. Bryce Petty, 5 carries for 19 yards. Trey had that 1 for 7. And then Devin Smith, 2 for 58 and a touchdown. Darkwa, 3 for 40. And then it's going to be a bunch of guys. Decker, 2 for 27. Safarian Jenkins with a touchdown. But most importantly, a win from the Jets. So one more game here. After this game, I'm going to show you the cuts and the final stats from the season. The Jets didn't make any cuts until week 4, so you did not miss anything so far in this preseason. Now 1st and 10, it's going to be play action. Trey looking, and this is a throw down the middle of the field, and it's going to be a very nice catch. Devin Smith has looked very, very good in this preseason. I have been, by far, I think, most impressed with his play so far. 1st and 10 now, Trey, and look at this, turning into a little bit of a scrambler here. We are still very slow, though, as we do get 15 yards. It's just poor defense, more or less, from the Chiefs than anything. Now 3rd and 5, it's going to be Trey hitting it out there to Quincy Enunwa. Could have gotten the first down, could have gotten a touchdown, but instead he steps out of bounds short of the first down, so we get a field goal. 1st and 10 now, 1:23 to go. This first quarter flying by. We're almost out of playing time here, and Trey going to look to take advantage of it, and look at this. Devin Smith, once again, this guy is a speedster, and he's showing it here as he takes this catch, and this is all him on this play. As he gets a touchdown, we'll take that all day, and that is going to be the end of our day, and it is going to be another loss as we lose 15-12. As this one, a quick preseason, obviously, as the starter. We don't play a lot, but Trey turning into a pretty good preseason. 7-9 for 136 yards and a touchdown. Petty, man, is he bad. 7 of 20. Alfred Morris, 22 for 88. Forte didn't really get any work this preseason. We had the 1 carry. Devin Smith, 3 for 114 and a touchdown. Spires, 2 for 26. A lot of guys with 2 catches, but it's going to be Smith that really stands out in this game. Now, looking at the cuts here, you're really not going to see anyone of note, honestly. I mean, they put some guys on the practice squad, but the cuts, some of these names I don't even recognize. Connor Neighbors, a backup fullback. Tremaine Pope isn't going to make the team. He makes the practice squad, though. Lawrence Thomas makes the practice squad, and that's really going to be it. So nothing really surprising. Now, the most surprise I'll show you in a second, but just kind of shows you the weirdness with the CPU. But here are the numbers. Trey, 398 yards, 31 of 40. Very, very efficient preseason. 4 touchdowns. Does throw the 2 interceptions, but we did not throw any in the last 2 weeks. 99 yards per game. Petty, just awful. 38 of 94, just 40 completion percentage for the entire preseason, and he got a lot of playing time, so that is not a good look for him. Fortunately, he's never going to play this year. Alfred Morris, 84 for 333, 4 yards per carry. Hopefully, he can be a part of this offense this year, as we kind of struggled last year after Forte went out with injury. Bilal Powell just could not run the ball. And then receiving Devin Smith, MVP of this preseason, I got to say, 206 yards, 2 touchdowns. Orleans Dark with a running back with 90 yards. Chantrell Spires, 9 for 75 and a touchdown. Safarian Jenkins gets a touchdown, and Newell gets a touchdown, and then Alfred Morris gets one as well. So there are your numbers from the preseason. Now, this is the move that they make in week 1. Sean Sweezum is going to be signed after Brandon Shell's released. We still have Kai Forbath, though, so we now have 2 kickers. Forbath is not hurt, but yet look at this. We still have the same amount of wide receivers. I have no idea what the CPU is doing. I wish we could do something about it, but we cannot do anything. We can't tell them who to get. But now it's time to spend our XP. We have 21,000 XP, and this is where I'm putting it. We're going to get deep accuracy up to 90. I'm going to get throw on the run up to 80, play action up to 90. And I think we're going to put some points into, I think we end up putting some points maybe into speed. I think I might put a point into speed if I have not already, as it's going to be, let's see, eventually we're going to put it somewhere. Yes, I'm going to put 1 in speed. I think why not? Moving up to 63 isn't really going to make any much of a difference, but I'd like to get Trey maybe over the course of his career a little bit faster, as we are really, really slow as it stands. But 2,200 XP left. I think I just dumped the rest of it into awareness, and hopefully this will give us a nice bump in overall, as we do put 1 more to carry. And now we're going to confirm those changes, and we are going to stay at an 85. I'm not sure how we stay at an 85 with all the changes we made, but we do stay at an 85. That hopefully will change as we continue to upgrade ourselves over the course of the season. But that is it for the preseason. We are now to the regular season of season number 2. It was an iffy season last year for the Jets. Hopefully we can improve this year. I have some big hopes for this team. We're going to set our personal season goal before our game against the Panthers next week, but it's not an easy game to start. The Panthers always a tough team to play, and we're on the road as well, so make sure you don't miss that one. We begin season 2 in the next episode. That's it for this video, though. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and give it a like. I'd really appreciate it, and subscribe to see any future videos that I make. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.